So you want to practice West Coast swing, you don't have a partner, you're in the right place. In this video, we're going to cover some footwork things that you can do by yourself. We're going to drill some of the basic patterns. We're going to touch on turns, so the next time you go to dance class or you do get to dance with a partner, you have more confidence and you've loved up your game. My name is Brian B.
I'm Miss Megan.
So let's start talking about this, something that you can practice. It's literally rolling through your feet, walking. So if I walk back 4 steps, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, whatever. How do I do that better? What I want to do is take this foot in front of you, pick up your knee and trace your foot across the floor. When you get to the point that your knees are about flush, moving backwards, I want you to catch your weight on the ball of your foot and then slowly roll your heel to the ground. Trace this foot. At the point where your knees are together, slowly roll into the ball of your foot, and you can see now I'm rolling my weight through my feet. Same thing happens going forward. Let's do this again. I'll talk going backwards. I'll let Megan talk going forward. So as the leader going backwards or the follower, I trace my foot and I roll through my feet, trace my foot, roll through my feet, trace my foot, roll through, trace, and roll through. So Miss Megan, talk about going forward.
So first of all, you can go forward either with your heel or with your toe, but either way, as you go through the space, you're going to drag through with your toe, and if you're going to go with a heel lead, you're going to switch and start going forward on your heel, roll through your foot and move your weight, move your toe, switch to the heel, and roll. If you're doing toe leads, you will just stay with the toe, roll through the foot, move the toe through, roll with the foot.
So we go back this way. We teach our students to step on the heel because it's easier. It's a little bit more natural, like walking, where I'm rolling my weight through my foot. But the principles remain the same. Those are 2 heel leads. If I put my foot in front of my body, I want to connect my heel to the ground and let my body move across my feet. I place my foot. When we do this all the way through, it should have constant movement. Let's do 6 either direction, Miss Megan. We have and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6. If we go back the other way, and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6. The reason why I'm saying there's a really cool thing that a lady named Skippy Blair popularized. It's called roll and count. The foot, if I count 1 and if I count and, my foot's underneath me, it's in front of me, and then the number 1 is when I take the weight. And 1. This is called roll and count, where I have a constant movement to my feet underneath my body. Super easy walking, fundamental, but that's something you practice. Now let's talk about our footwork to our basic patterns. We're going to work with 3 basic patterns. A push, a right side pass in this case, and a whip. And we're going to drill the footwork specifically together. So sugar push, what am I doing? Both of us, we're rolling our weight. 1, as the leader, I want to shorten this second step. I don't want to take a big step back for 2 because I can't stop my partner. So I'm going to practice a normal size 1, and the 2 is going to be right underneath me so I can absorb my partner. I'm going to roll through my feet 3, and I'm going to step forward on 4. I like the heel lead because it's kind of breaking myself, 4, and then we anchor behind. The anchor step is another thing you can practice. As your anchor step, you're rolling your weight through your feet and stretching back. So look at that. Without touching my partner, we have some stretch. 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, and stretch. Now, Miss Megan, what are you thinking about as you dance this sugar push?
So followers, we are going to walk forward. You can use your toes or your heels. I will use my toes. So we roll through the foot, through the foot. At this point, I want to focus on staying pretty forward because I'm going to be connecting into my partner for 3 and. Now make sure that your leg and your foot go before your body for 4, and then like Brian said on the anchor step, we have 5, and on 6, you want to think about rolling through that foot and moving away from your partner.
So even though we're not touching, we can start to create some connection, or it appears to be some connection between us, right? So I can even practice this. I have no partner, but I'm absorbing my partner and sending her away. Notice when I send her away, it's not with my arms. This is what happens in class. I send her away, and that's what happens to the follower. But I'm using my body to send her away, and then my arms will flex. So that's your sugar push. You can practice that by yourself. Side pass, we're going to get even more specific. Miss Megan, can I turn you around this way? I'm going to talk to the leaders first. So leaders, we're going to go separate. When I dance back my side pass, my right side pass, where she's passing this direction, a couple different ways I can do this. I can come out with 1, 2, putting my feet together, totally fine. I can cross my feet. 1, 2. We're going to practice crossing our feet because I think it's the cooler version. So I have to step back and out of the slot. Now from here, I'm not just plunking this foot down. I'm tracing it and placing it right across in front for count 2. Now I'm turning around for 3, ball of my foot. I spin my foot the same way for and, so I'm in the slot for 4, and then I stretch my anchor step on the other side. Let's do it one more time that way. Focusing on the leaders, followers, you can follow Megan, but she'll switch to the other side. So out for 1, I trace this foot and step it for 2. I'm on the right foot. I place 3, roll my foot around and step in place 4, and then I anchor 5 and 6. So Miss Megan, you can take the forward track.
All right. So followers, our first 2 walks are going to be the same as our sugar push. We're going to just try to roll through our feet as best as possible. We have step and roll, step and roll. Then we are going to step slightly off the track. And as we do this, we are going to cross in front and feel like you're sucking that foot in. So it turns your whole body. Then we step back for 4 and 5 and 6. Make sure you're rolling all the way through that foot for your anchor. If we did it back the other way, we have 1, 2, step out for 3. We're going to cross and turn at the same time for and back on 4, 5, and back on 6.
And here's why this, I'm going to put you on this side, Miss Megan. Here's why this is important. Let's do what happens in beginner class normally when we're not that focused on our footwork. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Do it again. 1, 2, 3, and 4. 2 things that are going to happen. If that's happening to you, it is your fault, meaning we both have to mess this up to get the forearm in the face. The thing that I have to be cognizant as the leader is not stepping what I call negative the other way, because I'm cutting off my space to my partner. So I want to be very specific in moving back and leaving plenty of room for her to go by. What if I'm dancing with a beginner that's taking big steps? Well, maybe the first time, ooh, shiza, I learned that. That's Sam, the beer guy next door. He's going to make it on a video. This might be the first one. He just walked by and waved. So if I know that my partner starts to take big steps, I can just adjust and then be very specific with my footwork. Now, if the leader is cutting the follower off, Megan can use that tight footwork. She feels this the first time, right? And maybe she gets bopped in the head. So the next time, leader messes up. She just uses that tight footwork to spin around the corner. The other thing you can practice as the leader or follower is what's going to happen with the arm. 1, 2. I want to have this turn so I can see my wristwatch nice and early. So that is your right side pass. That's going to be the one you dance the most. In the beginning, you dance the sugar push because you can't remember what's going on next. But when you get better, you'll dance a lot of right side passes because you can't remember what's going on next. But the next pattern we're going to cover is the whip. Let's do it from this side, Miss Megan. Your basic whip, 1, 2, 3, and 4 of 5, 6, 7, and 8. Lots of things we can practice here. Some of them we already know. So leaders, just like your right side pass, 1, 2. What's the biggest mistake? Heading that direction. I don't care if you go 1 underneath yourself, if you go 1 to the side, as long as you don't go this direction. So my favorite is to go out on 1, cross in front for 2. I'm going to use that same thing I did with the right side pass, where I dance 3, I spin this foot for and instead of stepping in the slot for 4, I go to the other side of the slot for 4. From here, a small step down the rail for 5. I get back in the slot for 6, 7, and 8. Let's do it 2 more times. The second time, I'm going to level it up for you. We have 1, 2, 3, and 4 of 5, 6, 7, and 8. Here's 2 things that you can think about from a more advanced position as the leader. 1, 2, 3, and. Megan's on this side of me. She's going to be going that side. When I step across, I want to either step straight across or preferably a little bit this direction because that's the way she's going. I don't want to step this direction. So on your 4, I want to practice either across or slightly down the direction she's going. 5 on 6, same thing. I want to step in a way that's maybe even slightly away from my partner. Here's what I mean. Let's do it wrong first. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Oops, I've gone the wrong direction. Now my footwork gets messed up. Let's do number 4 correctly. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Notice, because I've stepped a little bit diagonal, I have lots of energy to send my partner. Count 6 is another one that you can kind of imagine and practice on your own. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, my partner, she's going to have lots of energy going this way. I want to catch that energy. If I step this way, she's pulling me. If I step slightly back, I can catch her. So this is count 4, 5, 6. Maybe even slightly back to catch that. Anchor 7 and 8. All right, followers, as we practice leaders.
All right, followers, this is the first pattern that you're not going to have 2 walks. So we're going to go forward, and we are going to turn back. We are going to go back together for back together. As we do that, make sure that your foot is moving first, and then you are rolling back onto your foot. Same thing when you come together or slightly past. That was 3 and. You're going to be going forward for 4. You can go with a heel lead. That's going to make you roll a little bit more incrementally. So we have 4. You're turning back for 5, back for 6, 7, and 8. One more time. We have 1, turning, 2, back for 3, and forward 4, 5, back 6, 7, and 8.
And here's one more thing to think about while you're doing this. We learned that there's a stretch at this side, right? We do a sugar push, there's a stretch. We go 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, and stretch. There's also a stretch on this side of the whip. Watch. 1, 2, stretch. 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. So when you're doing it by yourself, you want to imagine that stretch is there. We have 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, 6. So it accelerates in the middle and decelerates on either side. Let's do it the boring way first, straight down the middle. 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, 6. Now we'll have stretch. 1, 2, 3, and 4. It goes faster. 6, 7, and 8, and you can create that stretch. Here's the last thing we'll do before we touch on some turns. Put some music on and dance a push, pass, and a whip with no partner. Megan knows the drill. Sugar push. 3 and 4, right side pass, right side pass, 3 and 4. Now you're a whip, 2, 3, and 4, 5, 6, sugar push again. So if you can do this to music, this is 80% of the patterns that you're going to dance. They're pushes, passes, whips, just variations of them. But if you can put music on, what you're going to find, the advantage of not having a partner is you're going to have your body's going to learn to move to music without your partner helping you. Now, the final thing I want to cover here before I give you a free gift at the end is our turns. That's one of the things that messes everyone up. And leaders, we don't have too many turns to worry about at this, so I want you to do the followers' turns. I'm going to come along with Megan, and you're going to talk me through the turn, Miss Megan.
Oh, okay. So, followers, we have our 2 walks again. So we have walk, walk. But here's what's very important about these 2 walks. We want to make sure that our rib gets over our foot. So as we walk forward on our right foot, you want your right rib over that foot, then over our left foot, onto that rib over toe. From here, our right side is back. We're going to start to turn. We're going to close our feet for turn, step, and then we have a slightly bigger turn and triple step. So if we came back and did that again, we have walk, walk. We turn for triple back on 6, then triple and stretch back.
So practice your turns by yourself. Leaders, I want you to do that too because we have to kind of understand 1, 2, what's happening with her body to get through that turn. Now I said we have a free gift. We have a West Coast Swing e-book that has 200 tips and tricks, everything from practicing alone, learning your basics, what patterns to learn next, styling, musicality, anything you're excited about. It's the best resource guide. You can get it free right here. And if you're interested in things that you can practice on your own, my favorite footwork drill that we've ever created is right up here. It's got my favorite footwork drills for West Coast swing dancers. So if you don't have a partner, that's another next place to go. See you on our dance floor soon.